Hey everyone, this is Tyler Berry back for a TLA whiteboard session. If you can't tell already, in a new location, that's because we've moved offices to Midlothian, Virginia, expanded our warehouse to better serve our customers. So here we are, new location, new venue. We're going to go over different types of compressors, especially as it's related to either air-to-water heat pumps or air-cooled chiller technology. And the biggest thing to understand is the compressor is part of the refrigeration cycle. We need to take low pressure refrigerant gas and get it to a higher pressure, higher temperature, the principle of a compressor. So the standard compressor in most HVAC industry is a scroll compressor. It's been utilized for years and years. It comes as a fixed speed, variable capacity, or variable speed. It works under the operation that we have a rotating scroll and a fixed scroll. And the rotating scroll is fixed to a motor. And what this does, it will take refrigerant gas into the inlet side of the scroll, and as it rotates, it will work the gas internal to the inside winding of the scroll and discharge at a higher pressure and higher temperature. The standard IPLV or part load efficiency value of these range from about 16 to 19 and a half, depending on the type of scroll compressor you utilize. Their sound is in between 95 and 102 dBAs. Now, keep in mind when I mention sound, that is a very logarithmic function. So the difference between 85 and 95 is a lot greater than you think. Some of the pros and cons, these are very economical, great for small tonnages. They're widely available. The cons is they can't be repaired in place. They're still kind of noisy. And once you get to larger tonnage, they kind of bomb out because then you need 6, 8, 10 compressors, that sort of thing. Screw compressors, on the other hand, this is also a positive displacement compressor. Cold, low pressure refrigerant gas works itself down a male and female screw. And as it works itself down the winding, similar to this approach through positive displacement, it leaves at a higher pressure, higher temperature. IPLVs on these range from about 17 to 20, and the sound levels are about 95 to 103. Now, you can always apply sound packages to different compressors and air-cooled chillers and things like this. This is kind of a base level sound metric. Some people would say that screw compressors, especially variable speed screw compressors, have a higher pitch sound that kind of a little more piercing than the scroll compressor. These take a decent amount of maintenance long term in their life, but they are repairable and maintainable for 15 years or so. As we advance into compressor technology, we start getting into mag bearing chillers and mag bearing compressors. Now, these oil-free compressors have been used in water-cooled applications for years. Now we're starting to see a trend, especially Smart, who's been doing it for 15, 20 years on the air side, with high lift compressors that are dynamic compressors, unlike positive displacement compressors, that can achieve the same principles and operations and lift capabilities in the refrigeration cycle as their scroll and screw compressor sisters. With that being said, biggest benefit, efficiency. We're getting IPLVs anywhere from 20 to 23 and a half, and sometimes even greater on a 10-point efficiency evaluation curve. The sound level, astronomically different, and these are bass sounds, 87 to 91 dBA sound power. We're starting to advance the technology. These have a greater expected useful life of 20 years. You just have to replace capacitors every 10 years on the compressor. And even though they have a higher first cost premium, be cognizant of that these sometimes have a payback of 2 to 3 years compared to other compressor types. And we're looking forward to see how Smart and TurboCore advance the industry in terms of even higher lift, air-to-water heat pumps, things like that. That could be a great application for geothermal, even low temp heating and things like that. But this is a great overview of the different compressor types you'll see in air source equipment. And if you have any questions about compressors or compressor technology, feel free to reach out to us. I really appreciate your time. Thanks again.